Boys and girls, we're going to break down the starter Pokemon from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Let's get right into it with the video, shall we? So, first things first, ladies and gentlemen, the starters. We have the Beauty. This thing is adorable. This monkey is going by the name of Grookey, right? Grookey, I'm getting that wrong probably, I assume. Grookey? I always say Grookey. It's just how I pronounce it. But Grookey, right?
Yeah.
Grookey. Yeah. Beautiful. This thing is adorable, by the way. This thing is adorable. Now, it's a chimp, and I know we had Chimchar in the past, which was also a chimp. I don't care. I love this thing. It's freaking adorable. It's the cutest thing I've ever freaking seen. Then we got, this one is hard. I can't remember the name of this one. This was Subli. So Subli is the water starter, which was invisible in the trailer. If you watch that, guys, he was invisible in that one, popping out of the water. So I do wonder what that's going to lead him into. We're going to also talk about, at this current time, we're going to talk about specifically what kind of typings and what sort of stuff they can evolve into. Now, the final one, of course, Scorbunny. This thing is like, I love this thing, dude. This is so adorable, man. Like, look at this. Like, look at his like freaking. Like, Bugs Bunny-esque, stature right there, dude. That is just adorable. And I'm assuming this thing is going to evolve into, a fire-to-fighting type. I think we can all assume that, right, guys? There's no way this thing is going to go to anything else. Like, I just feel like it's very certain it's going to be firefighting. Do you think differently?
Sure, it can, but I think it's a little too early to,
to call it?
Assume. Yeah.
That's fair enough. But I don't know, I just feel like there's just no way in my mind this could go to anything else. Like, I just feel like this is going to go firefighting. I want it to be fire electric. I think that would be way more fun. Yeah, or fire steel.
I think it might be fire electric.
Oh my god, fire steel, dude.
Yeah.
That's genius. Viewer, whoever said that first, you're a genius in the chat, by the way. Fire steel would make so much sense. And also, if it was to match up with the image we've seen before, this one, which I'll talk about separately later on, if it matches up with that, that would make 100% sense. Like, Fire Steel would be fantastic. I'd love that. I genuinely love that. That would be so cool. Okay, so what about your little water type? What do you guys think about him? What do you guys think about the typings on him? Because I'm thinking fire, I'm thinking water fairy. I don't know, it's not really unique, but...
I said ghost, so...
I mean, ghost could work. I mean, ghost could work, definitely. I mean...
Yeah.
I guess it's because, the only reason I see it being ghost is because of the fact that it's, like, hiding and whatnot, like, in the water, being invisible.
Yeah, water psychic.
Oh! That's a good one.
Psychic.
But there's also a chance it's just going to be a pure water type, guys. By the way, remember, it could just be a pure water type. So we're assuming something here, but, it could just be a pure water type. But somebody mentioned in chat also, a water poison. I think that's the most likely one. This is a salamander. Salamanders sometimes do have poisons. I mean, they're like little lizards and whatnot. And this is definitely a salamander. You can tell from, is it a salamander or is it I think it's a salamander, right? It looks like a salamander.
Yeah, it's the salamander.
Yeah, somewhere. So it's a salamander, which means I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was a water, water poison type. I think water poison would be totally making sense. Totally makes sense on this one. Now, what about the monkey? That's the hardest one, I'd say. Because I don't know what this one could have, dude. Grass fighting? What do you think? Grass fighting, dude? What do you think about that? Because I think that's what it could be probably going for. I mean, look at it. It's a little bit buff, so I can imagine this thing when it evolves, it's going to be like a buff boy. It's going to be a thick boy, you know what I mean? Thicker than me.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm assuming, guys. What do you guys think in chat? Because
I'm also trying to think, right, like a second typing that it, like, all three matches up together, right? Because that's how it usually is. That has been for, like, the last ones, I think. So...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone said grass ground, maybe.
Grass ground, sure. That's not a bad one.
So if,
grass rock.
Corbunny, like, yeah. Yeah, if it's like ground and Corbunny is steel, and then it's like the last one is, yeah.
Poison, I guess, could be an extra typing on it, right?
No, because then ground would be super.
Oh, you mean like they need to like match up and whatnot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But what would it be then? If it wasn't, if it isn't poison, what would it be then? Like, what would match up?
If it is steel, it would be like, yeah, steel is super effective against fairy, but fairy is not good against the ground. So, yeah, I
mean, hey,
yeah, it could be anything.
True. So let's see. We got also small like animations for each one of them here, kind of like looking at them. So of course, your little monkey boy, Grookey here is standing on top of the freaking like one of those pipes, like from from factories or whatever. I guess. I mean, it isn't a pipe if he's standing on it like that, but whatever. Again, I think his design though is probably the cutest one. Like, I mean, look at him. He's so freaking adorable. Like, that is just the cutest thing ever, man. They're all really, like, these are, like, I think, personally, to me, these are some of my favorite starters I've ever seen. Like, straight up, I think these are some of my favorite starters I've ever seen. I love each one of them. Even the little weird salamander. I think it's adorable and cute as well, and I freaking like it as well. Like, personally, to me, all these are beautiful. Also, somebody mentioned solo type Pokemon. There's a chance. You're right. There's a chance all these could just be single type, just having a solo typing. You know what I mean? Somebody said check the website. So let's see. But yeah, obviously, Ryan. But we're talking about like once they evolve and stuff. You know what I mean? We're not talking about their current states. You know what I mean? In first stage, we mean more like once they evolve, they would gain typings that are different. That's more what I'm thinking about. Because yeah, sure. If it's just a grass, fire, and water ones, you know what I mean, as their base types. That's fair enough, but I mean, like, the secondary typing, once they evolve, is what we're more intrigued about, and what we're, hoping is going to be interesting and different. But I don't know, man. I'm wondering how this, like, I'm really curious now how these are going to look like when they evolve. Like, straight up, dude.
How is Steel against Ice?
Steel against, I think Ice is effective, against, wait, no, Steel is, wait, no, I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither. Let me check.
I can't remember. I'm trying to say Ice is strong against Steel.
Steel is strong against Ice.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, Steel is strong against Ice. So if it would be Ice, so Water, Ice, and
okay.
Fire, Steel, and Grass, Ground, it would match up.
Yeah, and that would make sense, actually. I see how that would work. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry, I forget the fucking typing matchups and all that shit. I couldn't recall. But either way, I mean, honestly, I love these. The designs are perfect. Also, you will notice, like, in the monkey, though, he's got, like, a little, like, freaking, little, like, wooden thing, like, in his, like, freaking head, dude. Yeah, like, it's adorable.
He also uses it, right? He can take it out and bash things with it.
Dude, that's so monkey-esque, dude. I love it. It's so monkey-esque.
He's my favorite, for sure.
He's so, this is so hard. This is so hard, because I don't know who I'm going to choose. Like, I just do not know who I'm going to choose. This is the hardest, this is the hardest fucking moment I've ever had when it comes to these. Like, I don't know who to choose. I genuinely do not know. I don't know, man. But, here we go. So, yeah, somebody mentioned on the website they have the 3 starters. So, and your adventure in Galara region, by the way. Galara. Interesting name. Galara. Huh. Region will begin by choosing one of these 3 Pokemon. Grookey, which is the grass-type starter, and mischievous chimp Pokemon that is full of boundless curiosity. I could definitely, I expect that to be true, for sure, man. You got Scorbunny, which is the fire type, a rabid Pokemon that is always running about, bursting with energy, and then Sobble, which is a somewhat timid, what's up?
Energy.
Bursting with energy. Ooh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You talking about this bad boy? You talking about this? We doing a little bit of hinting, a little bit of hint. Oof on that one, dude. And let's see. In the final one, of course, Sobble, a somewhat timid water lizard Pokemon that shoots out attacks as it hides itself into water. I mean, honestly, I love these. I don't know about you guys. So let me know in the chat right now. This is a good way to get a little bit of a survey about the people who, what people feel about them. What do you guys think about these? And somebody said same old concepts. I don't see how these are same old concepts. We haven't seen like a rabid fire starter ever before. I was okay with another monkey. Sure, it would have been cooler if we had like a scorpion or something. Sure, it would have been a bit more interesting, but I'm actually fine with these. I love them. So chat seems to be, majority seems to be liking them. There is also a minority who do not like them, which is fine. If you don't like them, that's okay, because everybody has their own opinion. I mean, everybody feels differently about things, so that's okay. 100% okay. I fully get it. Personally, I love these. I just adore these. These are so fucking perfect in my opinion, and I can't wait to go on a journey with them, man. There is one disappointing thing about the games though. There's no following Pokemon. You guys may have noticed. It's no following Pokemon, which really is disappointing to me for a game that was in development for 5 to 6 years. That's really disappointing. There is no following Pokemon. I just wanted to bring that up. I know this is not meant to be, that's different from the starter Pokemon that we're talking about right now, which is what the subject is currently. But I don't know. Personally, to me, the fact that we don't have following Pokemon is really disappointing. But I do wonder, because the rumor we read earlier, which I'm going to discuss separately at a later time as well, the rumor we read said that there's going to be armored Pokemon, which would make sense for, the UK armor, knights, of honor and all that shit. And of course, that would probably have been the way they fought against the Kalos region, right? Because the Kalos region probably had, like, they had the whole thing with AZ and whatnot. While on the other side, the UK region here, the Galara region, was having to use armor on their Pokemon to keep them, in going in battle without dying super easily. So I wouldn't be surprised if they all just, get some like extra evolution at the end, the fourth evolution, which is like, oh, not maybe evolution, but like an armored version, you know what I mean? Which would be so freaking sick and so awesome. So armor instead of megas, I think would be really cool to see. I think that'd be really unique as well, because I'm truly curious about how that would actually look like. So, I don't know, I mean, that's just what I think, but I'd love to know what you guys think about this whole thing, and what do you guys think about the starters. Personally, I bloody love them. I generally bloody love them.